All right. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Dave Sheska, founder and CEO of Vertical Longevity Pharma and inventor of the first longevity vaccine to cure multiple age-related diseases. Now, our vaccine targets senescent cells, which you might not have heard of, but that's okay. The key points here are their hallmark of aging, driving age-related diseases that cost the US $2.17 trillion and claiming 1.85 million lives every single year. Our first launch focus is in cardiovascular disease, which represents 22% of that total burden, but more importantly, CVD claims more lives than all cancers combined. So there's a massive clinical unmet need. And not to offend the cardiovascular experts in the audience, CVD, we're actually targeting the driver of CVD called atherosclerosis, which is characterized by the buildup of cholesterol-based plaques, and it is the leading cause of global death. We've known that half of adults over 45 do have established plaques, triggering heart attacks and strokes, but I wanted to let you know I had spent the last 14 years of my life training to stay in academia as a longevity biotechnologist until I read a statistic. And it was one death is caused every 33 seconds by this disease. And at that point, it was no longer morally defensible to stay on the sidelines watching this vaccine gather dust because the cost of my inaction was being measured in lives. So I earned an MBA in order to bring this vaccine to the people. And why would I do that? Because senescent cell removal can work as a prevention and as an intervention. Follow along the top. If you have a healthy artery, preclinical vaccination has been shown to prevent plaque by up to 50%. Statins are the first line of defense in the clinic, and they can only prevent up to 33% in a high dose fashion. So we're already beating them at their own game. More importantly, follow along the bottom. If you have established plaque, senescent cell clearance can fully clear those established plaques by up to 40% in number. That means full plaque established, full clearance, 40%. That represents true reversal capabilities in the clinic, and no currently approved therapy can claim this. But that's not even the end of the story. We're targeting a hallmark of aging, and we saw therapeutic benefits in every single organ and system we were able to monitor. Now, that's a benefit because we can generate additional de-risking data sets in our upcoming primate study. And what does that look like? This is actually a head-to-head study design, which is incredibly powerful. In the clinic, this would be akin to comparing your vaccine to the standard of care, and we're achieving it for 3% the typical cost, which represents the strength of our approach and the confidence of our academic collaborators supporting us. Now, these are geriatric diabetic primates with plaques pre-established. We are here. We're going to be vaccinating, and over the next 3 months, we expect a downward trend in plaque burden. Within 6 months, we expect a full plaque clearance. And we're also going to be generating, meanwhile, metabolic disorder reversal discovery based off of our preclinical target and as a form of portfolio alignment for pharma. We're also going to be measuring pulmonary hypertension reversal as an alternative FDA approval pathway if needed. And this is the team that's going to get us there. I'm Dr. Dave Sheska, PhD in biomedical sciences, focused on aging and an MBA, but I actually got my scientific start in the Army. And that's only to illustrate the point that I understand mission, drive, team, execution. I'm used to building uphill against heavy loads. This is my passion, and I will see this through. This is Dr. Rupsa Basu. She's a phenomenal operator in the biotech field. She's commercialized a mother's milk mimetic baby formula. She's worked alongside Dr. Fauci for a universal COVID vaccine. Now, those are just two examples, but they were high visibility, high intensity regulatory FDA environments, and they're an excellent analog for the amount of discipline that we're applying to this program here. Numerous scientific and business advisors. And these are the milestones before the first investor liquidity event. Our pre-seed round is closed. Our seed round is now open, though. I'll expand on that in the next slide. But our first investor liquidity event is projected at the end of 2029 after orphan disease clinical phase 2, which is where pharma tends to partner. And for our 5 million seed round, we actually get to first in human trials. This is going to pay for the entirety of the preclinical development timeline. And with that, I invite you to be part of our first launch focus. Let's take that one death every 33 seconds and make it a thing of the past. Let's reverse cardiovascular disease, and let's bring longevity for all.